Kiyoura was conceived Ōkubo Fujaku in Kamoto, Higo Territory, part of present-day Yamaga, Kumamoto, as the fifth child of Ōkubo Ryōshi, the abbot of Menshōji Temple. He learned at the tuition-based school of Hirose Tanso from 1865 to 1871. During this time, he became friends with lead representative Nomura Morihide and took up the name and quote, Kiyoura Keigo and quote. Nomura was delegated legislative head of Saitama Prefecture in 1873 and selected Kiyoura to a lesser grade common help position there. In 1876, at the age of 26, Kiyoura joined the Service of Equity, and filled in as an examiner and assisting draft with Japan's most memorable current criminal systems regulations. In 1884 he grabbed the eye of Yamagata Aritomo, who selected him top of the police powers in Japan, notwithstanding his general young people of 34. Kiyoura proceeded to act as bad habit priest of equity, and pastor of equity, and keeping in mind that at the service of equity, he helped draft the Harmony Safeguarding Law of 1887. In 1891, he was chosen as an individual from the place of Friends by Supreme Designation. A nearby partner of Yamagata Aritomo, he was compensated with various bureau positions, including that of equity clergyman in the second Matsukata and second Yamagata organizations, and equity, horticulture and trade pastors in the primary Katsura organization. In 1902, Kiyoura was raised to the title of nobleman, danshaku, in the Kozoku peerage framework. He got the first class of the request for the hallowed fortunes the next year, and in 1906 was granted with the first class of the request for the rising sun. In September 1907, his title was raised to Viscount, Shishaku. In 1914, while he was executive of the Privy Chamber, Kiyoura got a supreme request delegating him top state leader of Japan following Yamamoto Ganahayoi. Notwithstanding, Kiyoura declined the post due to the debate including the continuous seaman's embarrassment, and Akuma Shigenobu was decided to become top state leader. All things considered, Kiyoura acknowledged a subsequent supreme request in 1924 following the Tyrannomon episode, and become 23rd state leader of Japan. Notwithstanding, his bureau was shaped when non-hardliner, high-born cupboards were becoming undesirable, and the eating routine's lower house held up the vast majority of his drives for every one of the half year of his organization. Maybe the main occasion during his term as state leader was the imperial wedding of Crown Sovereign Hirohito, the future head Showa, with Nagako Kuniyoshi, the future ruler Kojin. On 26 January 1924. In 1924, he disintegrated the lower place of the eating routine of Japan when confronted with the three-party alliance of the Kensakai, Rikken Seiyukai and Kakushin Club, which had framed a greater part in Diet of in excess of 150 seats. Because of his gigantic defeat in the resulting general political decision, his bureau surrendered altogether. In November 1928, Kiyoura was raised to the title of Count Hakushaku. He was post-mortem granted the stupendous cordon of the preeminent request of the chrysanthemum in 1942.